So for this part, it should be a little bit of review for the beginning because we have practiced finding slope from 2 points. So if you remember this equation here, we did this before. So we're going to find the slope between these 2 points. So remember, you have to take the y's and subtract them, and then take the x's and subtract them. So I'm going to do 4 minus -1. Now remember, even though the number is negative, it's still minus a negative. So this becomes like 4 plus 1. And then on the bottom, I'll have 3 minus 0. So this becomes 5 over 3 for my slope. So that's my m. Now your b, this is what's a little bit different. Your b comes from the point where 0 is first. So that means that this number right here is going to be my b. So my b is going to be -1. Because if you think about it, if I were to go on a graph and I were to graph this, it would be over 0, so left and right none, and then down 1. And so that's going to be your y-intercept. So then you just have to plug it in. So I'll have y equals 5/3 x minus 1. Now, if you want to pause and try the next one on your own and then come back, that'd probably be helpful for you. So we're going to first subtract our y's, so 6 minus 4, and then on the bottom we'll subtract our x's, -1 minus 0. So this gives me 2 over -1, and I want to simplify that down to just be -2. And then again, my b comes from this right here, so my 4 is going to be the b. So it's not necessarily the first point, it's just whenever 0 comes first. Because again, if I were to graph that one, I would go over 0 up 4, and that would be where it would be crossing. So then my line would be y equals -2x plus 4. For this last one, this is about a $25 gift card for a coffee shop that Leanna has, and every time she goes, she gets medium coffee, and this graph is showing the gift card balances. So what this means, this one right here is telling me that at 2 medium cups of coffee, I have $19.70 left. This one is telling me that after 4 cups of coffee, I have $14.40 left. So I need to make an equation that's going to help me figure out how much each cup of coffee costs. So the first thing I want to do is find the slope between the 2 points. So we're given our 2 points here, so I'm just going to use that formula that we just used above. So I'm going to subtract my y's, so 19.7 minus 14.4, and then I subtract the x's on the bottom, so 2 minus 4. So this would give me 5.3 on the top, and then -2 on the bottom. And in your calculator, you want to actually divide these numbers. Don't put it in as a fraction or it won't work. So do 5.3 divided by -2. And then you should get -2.65. And that's going to be our m. Now our b isn't just given to us. It doesn't say it. But since b is usually the starting amount, and we're starting with $25, we can assume that there's another dot right here for 25. Because at 0 cups of coffee, she's still going to have $25. So my b is 25. So to put this into an equation, I would have y equals -2.65x plus 25. Now, we need to be able to tell what each of these things means. So the -2.65, that's going to be the cost per cup of coffee. And then the 25 is going to be my starting amount on the gift card.